In today's video, we will talk about domain and range of exponential functions. If the function is given in the form of f of x is equals to a times b raised to x minus c plus d, where d is the horizontal asymptote, then the domain is the set of all x values such that x is a set of all real numbers. And in interval notation, it can be written as from domain is from minus infinity to plus infinity. And to find out the range, we check the value of a. If a is greater than 0, then range is a set of y values such that y is greater than d. And in interval notation, the range is from d to infinity, where d is not included in the solution. If the value of a is less than 0, then the range is a set of y values such that y is less than d. And in interval notation, the range is from minus infinity up to d, where d is not included in the solution. These are the basic concepts to find the domain and range of exponential functions. Now let's solve few sums. Now the first function is if f of x is equals to 3 raised to x minus 2 plus 5, then always remember that the domain of any exponential function is always the set of x values such that x is a set of all real numbers. And in interval notation, it can be written as the domain from minus infinity to plus infinity. And to find the range of this function, we will compare the function with f of x is equals to a times b raised to x minus c plus d. Now, in this case, d, in this function, d is 5 and the value of a is greater than 0. So, here a is greater than 0, therefore range can be written as the set of all y values such that y is greater than 5. And in interval notation, the range is from 5 to positive infinity. Let's check the second function where f of x is equals to 4 raised to x plus 1. Always remember that the domain of exponential function is a set of x values such that x is a set of all real numbers. And in interval notation, the domain for exponential function is from minus infinity to plus infinity. And for finding out the range, let's check the value of a, and it is greater than 0. And for the value of d, it's 0. There's no d given here. So it's 0. So the range is the set of y values such that y is greater than 0. And in interval notation, we can write that the range is from 0 to infinity. Let's do few more sums. The third function is f of x is equals to minus 3 raised to x plus 5. Now always remember that the domain of exponential function is the set of x values such that x is a set of all real numbers. And in interval notation, the domain of any exponential function is from minus infinity to plus infinity. Now to finding out the range, here a is, check the value of a, it's minus 3. So a is less than 0. And the value of d is 0. No d, that is vertical asymptote, is not given here. So it's 0. So the range will be given as the set of y values such that y is less than 0. And in interval notation, the range can be written as from minus infinity up to 0. Let's check the next function where f of x is equals to minus 2 raised to 2x minus 3 minus 3 by 4. As we know, the domain of any exponential function is the set of x values such that x belongs to or is a set of all real numbers. And in interval notation, the domain is given as from minus infinity to plus infinity. And to checking out the range, check the value of a. Here it is minus 2. That means a is less than 0. And if we check the value of d, this is minus 3 by 4. So the range can be written as the set of y values such that y is less than minus 3 by 4. And in interval notation, it can be written as the range is from minus infinity to minus 3 by 4. Now to make it more clear, let's do a few more functions. And here it is f of x is equals to 8 raised to the power x plus 9 minus 2. Now the domain is the set of all values of x such that x is a set of all real numbers. So in interval notation, the domain can be given as minus infinity to plus infinity. Now for writing the range, we will check the value of a. Here the value of a is 8. That means a is greater than 0. And the value of d here is minus 2. So the range is the set of y values such that y is greater than minus 2. And in interval notation, the range is given as from minus 2 to infinity. Let's do one more function. Here f of x is equals to minus 6 raised to x plus 4 plus 7. Here the domain is always the set of x values such that x is a set of all real numbers. And in interval notation, always remember the domain will be from minus infinity to plus infinity for any exponential function. And to find the range, we will check the value of a. It is minus 6. That means a is less than 0. And check the value of d, and that is 7. So, the range is a set of y values such that y is less than 7. And in interval notation, the range is given as from minus infinity to 7. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe and explore more in our next video.